forced to take the polar bear plunge in Southampton. Although it's a nice day, I've done that before and it's awfully cold. So thank you for bringing us to East Hampton. For those of you who I have not had a chance to meet, I'm Phil Keith. My partner in crime here, Tom Clavin. And we're here today to share some experiences. That's kind of how we have looked at this. Tom and I have been kicking some ideas around for a long time on doing a seminar like this, and you are our focus group. So you're our initial guinea pigs, and we're very happy that you decided to come today so we can test out some of these thoughts and ideas, and most importantly, for us to get feedback from you, because we want to know the kinds of questions that people are interested in asking and where people are these days in terms of looking at the writing business and the publishing industry. And when we sharpen this up, thanks to your help, we intend to take this on the road and do it some other places. You know?
Literary rock tour.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I guess we're getting a little too old for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so we gotta do it.
The Stones might go on tour next year.
Yeah, exactly. So what we thought we'd do is, as I said, to share some ideas on the current state of the publishing industry, which is in great flux, as I'm sure you all know, and some of the things that are happening, and share our experiences. Tom, as I'm sure you all know, is a very, very accomplished writer. He's been in the business a long time. He's a former newspaper editor. He's the author of soon to be 15 books. I've got a ways to go to catch up. I'm only working on my 4th right now. And as you can see, I started, I guess I'm the absolute case of it's never too late. My first career in life after graduating from college was with the military, and I spent 24 years in the United States Navy and all over the world. And then I tackled a second career in business and ended up working for a couple of Fortune 500 companies, principally in software and educational software development. And then I ran a couple of entrepreneurial technology startup companies, and when I got tired of that, I said, what am I going to do next? And I started a career in teaching. I got invited to become a professor at Long Island University in the business division at what used to be our lovely Southampton College. When that transitioned to what it's become now, and hopefully it's going to continue to evolve, they did away with the business division. Well, actually, they moved it to Brooklyn and didn't want to make that commute. So I decided to sign up with, I've been asked to come up to the Rhode Island School of Design and teach some classes. Now, that's an interesting commute from the East End. But I teach classes there 3 or 4 times a year, and I love it. It's a great place. So then about 5 years ago, I decided that I really wanted to get serious about writing. I've been a dabbler for many, many years, and actually when I first went to college, I arrived on the campus as a wide-eyed young freshman, and I thought I wanted to be a writer. And I was ready to major in English and do all those things you need to do to be successful. And then it turned out that my class was actually the first class at Harvard where the public school kids were in the majority as opposed to the private school kids, the guys. In those days it was just guys. That changed, thank God, a couple of years after that. But you know, the guys from Andover and Exeter and Groton and all the famous private schools. So the folks at Harvard weren't quite convinced that those of us coming out of the public school background could write. So they made us take a course in those days called expository writing. And it was sort of a test to see whether or not you could string sentences together, because the academic workload requires the writing of a lot of papers.